肘底看捶 fist under elbow. So from our previous oblique single whip to make this horse stance, flatten both hands again. You're flattening it to your forearms. Now you're still looking at your left hand. Shift your body weight to the left in the leaning position, so you'll be leaning on your left shoulder. And while you're leaning, you gradually turn your head, so then eventually you'll be looking at your right hand. And again, your position of the hands, this shape maintained. So you're not leaving it behind. Okay? Or you're not traveling too much. This shape with the upper body, and it follows. So you are leaning. So you look on the side. See how am I leaning on my shoulder, left shoulder, and my hands travel. So I'm not leaving it behind like that, or I'm not going that way. So just traveling with my body. And then rotate by your front of your left foot. So then it then becomes more like a parallel step. So before it was like 45 degrees on each side. Then as you leaning on the left, so this is solid, this is empty, still 45 degrees. So you are closing your right groin. So see how my right leg, I'm rotating my right foot, the front part of my right foot. So my heel draws an arc. My heel draws an arc. At the same time, my hands, which was at the same direction as my left foot, rotate as well. See? Like that. Just focus on my my right side. Okay? So you'll be leaning. What's that? Okay? This is a bit tricky as you are in this position. So notice that my left part of my body pointing south, and my right part of my body was pointing from west to southwest. So my fingers pointing a bit like southwest, and my left part is pointing south, solid, empty, and then rotate. Now we're rotating our body from pointing south to point east, and as I go, my body travels. So it was pointing, my fingers pointing southwest, but the wrist is more like it forms a line with my shoulder that points in a west direction, and this is south. So you may imagine that the wrist and the shoulder is south, wrist and shoulder is west, so this is 90 degrees, even though that my wrist have rotated a little and my palm and fingers rotate, turning that way, but the wrist still staying and the shoulder as well. So, okay, so from this point, I'm rotating my body that way. And so you also notice that my right leg stays on the ground. It has not moved. So, like that. And also, as I rotate my body, I rotate my left hand from laying flat to upright. So thumbs up, fingers forward. Okay. Then your left toe still solid, pointing east. Thumb at nose height, fingers pointing east. Wrist and shoulder pointing off, right hand pointing south. And then with the solid leg stays, the shape bring your right leg to the lunging position, 1 foot width. So, okay. And closing. See, so this part of the hand, it gently, see how this is my center line. As my have rotated, it creates a potential energy. So once it let go and swing, it could generate a motion. So now I'm now facing east, lunging position. Transform your right hand from a open palm to a fist, and then gradually relax your waist, drop your buttocks, and sit. Okay. So now you are transferring the weight from the front, from your left leg, to your back, your right leg. And while you're doing that, your fist follow the bottom of your left forearm, drive it. So as a finish, your right fist will be under the elbow, the left elbow, and then toes up. Okay, so and when it's toes up, your left hand becomes the fist as well. So if I do it on this side, fist in level, sitting. Now, see, you are sitting on your right leg, left leg step up, toes up, right fist under your left elbow, your left fist, your wrist shoulder height, so it forms more like a 90 degrees. So you're rotating your hip. Again, see my knees, I'm not shifting like that. simply closing and opening. So I'm closing this point and opening this at the same time. So, okay. While you're doing that, you also rotate your left forearm so that before it was the fist, it goes that way. See, say the circle. There's a hole here, pointing forward. Now you want this hole pointing back to your right. So your back of your fist is pointing like that. Okay, fist that way, this hole that way. So it's kind of like twisting. My hip, then release your left hand, toes down, lunge forward, and then rotate back. Okay, it is a complicated move again. So go on this side.